Hello, all my cozy little friends. I am so excited to show you our cozy Midwest basement. I say Midwest basement because I learned that having a basement that you hang out in is actually like a Midwest thing. My friends who grew up on the West Coast and the East Coast didn't really have basements as a huge part of their life. Us Midwesterners, we know how to have fun in a basement. Basements is where everybody in the Midwest loses their virginity. Basements are where you would play Nintendo 64 with all your friends. Basements are where you would practice with your bandmates, and then all of a sudden you'd hear like your friend's mom being like, hey, I made y'all treats, and then you would go up and they would have made like a tortilla with pizza sauce and cheese on it and called it a little pizza. I wanted to recreate the magic of a Midwest basement in our Midwest basement. When we were looking at houses, we were like, wouldn't it be so cool if we ended up with a basement that we could kind of turn into like a cozy hangout space? Pretty much as soon as we saw the house, we came down here and I was like, oh my gosh, I already have so many thoughts and hopes and dreams. So this is meant to be a space where all of our friends can come over. We can have like 15 friends here, like laying on the ground, sitting on our big old couch. And this is where we can play music. And this is where we can record our music, because there's also Brian's recording booth right over there. Let me give you a tour now. I've known from the beginning that I was gonna wait until winter to film this because this room is at its best in the winter. First of all, it was painted this beautiful blue color over this brick. So already I was like, that feels so like Nordic or Swedish. And I happen to have these two prints by the Swedish vlogger who I'm obsessed with. She took these photos of the ice in Sweden where she lives, and Brian ordered these prints for me. It was like the best thing that he's ever gotten me. So I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna try and like decorate and pick a color scheme that kind of like goes with the look and feel of these ice prints. So when I was kind of designing this space and deciding how I wanted it to look and feel, I was like, it's definitely going to be like a Hygge space. The kind of space that you can go into during the winter and like escape to and do warm and cozy, simple activities that are just feel good and involve spending time with friends and family. Okay, I just took a break because the heat turned on and it was like blasting. And I was looking back at the footage and my boobs look huge. It looks like I have cleavage. I don't actually have cleavage. There's like a half pipe between my boobs. It's like a skeletal half pipe that like little skaters can skate on. But I'm wearing this tank top because I was like, oh cute, it'll like go with the browns that are in the basement. But it is really small on me. It's squeezing my boobies together. So I just wanted to be honest about who I am. Okay, so if you watched my living room tour, then you know that pretty much every piece of furniture up there is secondhand from my brother and sister-in-law. However, Brian and we lived in an apartment before this, and obviously we had furniture there as well. This is where all of our furniture from our apartment ended up. This is our big old IKEA sofa that we got for our wedding. We did a sofa fund that people could contribute to. Yeah, that's like the best thing about weddings today. If you register for things, you can like register for like things that are really expensive and do a fund. So this is an IKEA sofa, and we knew that we wanted it to be a sleeper because back then, you know, we lived in our apartment, so we wanted to get a fold out and we wanted something that was a little bit longer so that we could both fit, and then something with a chaise. It's got extra storage in it, it's the best, and it's perfect for a fun Midwest basement. So this folds out and becomes a bed, and we've actually had several people stay down here. We had Tomek and Mario stay down here, Darren stayed down here for a night, and then Kurt and Kim stayed down here when they stayed with us for tour. This chair is also from IKEA. Oh my gosh, I hid all of Luna's toys over there, but now I'm showing them. Oops. This chair used to be right next to our radiator, and our radiator spit all over it, so it's got some stains on the arm. So I got this little faux fur blue thing to put over it, and then this has extra storage as well. Right now I have Christmas pillows in there. This is a piece that was in the office of our last apartment, and it used to hold all of our files and stuff. I just repurposed it a little bit. There's two windows down here, and they each get just enough light. I felt I could put a little plant here, and it's been thriving. I mean, it's definitely like pointing its leaves up as if to be like, please son, please, but it's doing great. Here are the coasters from Brian and I's wedding. I made coasters for everybody. There's the little titmouse that I wood burned if anybody's been following my YouTube journey. And then right here, this is the pine cone that I stole from this backyard when we came to see this house, and I did a secret witchy ceremony when we got home in order to harness getting the house, and it worked. So I kept it, and I saved all the little thingies that I did in the witchy ceremony. There's like some crystals in there and shit. Here are all my hand drums and some other percussion. Brian has a guitar. There's our keyboard. We played music down here a few times. This is where Clark and I rehearsed for Joe and Tracy's wedding, and we did some Star Kid live stream stuff from down here, and Clark performed. Charlene performed.
Somebody save me from my mind, somebody.
But I hung up all my Jim and the Povolos artwork behind because I want Jim and the Povolos to be over here and for us to be recording. I hung some twinkle lights over the jam area. This is gonna be where we jam and play music. I'm hoping to get the band back together. We're gonna get the band back together, Luna. There's no way they're not gonna wanna come over here and make music when we're gonna have a recording booth right there and a jam session area right here. Come on, Jim and the Povolos, come to my basement. So the normal lighting for this basement is like this light, this ugly blue light, and we tried to like change the light bulb on it, but when we opened it up, we literally couldn't even tell what we were looking at. It was like a weird alien spaceship inside of there. So we don't know what this light is. So we got some smart plugs and plugged in these string lights, and then this lamp and the winter tree is also plugged into the smart plug. All we have to do is say, hey Siri, turn on cozy lights, and then all these lights turn on. Cozy lighting in a space is like really important to me, and it should be important to everybody. If you're feeling like I just can't like relax at night and I can't get cozy and like, or I'm having trouble sleeping, you might want to revisit your lighting situation and make sure that you have some like warm, cozy lights and not that blue LED light that totally messes with your circadian rhythms. Over here we have Brian's recording booth. This is a sign from the theater building that used to be the main theater building for University of Michigan's theater program. It was called the Freeze Building. I only got to be in that building for 1 year before they tore it down, and that's when we moved to a different building on a different campus. But our friend Angela, before the building got destroyed, she went around and stole some of the signs. So she stole this and has had it for a really long time, and she gave it to us as a wedding gift. It's outside of Brian's recording booth. Here's Brian's recording studio. Brian has been filming things for my channel. He's taken his time with it, which is totally fine, but he did film like a how to build a recording booth and kind of filmed his entire process of building this. But look, there's the chair that he got a couple weekends ago. He was using like a rickety old chair that was not comfy, but this one's perfect. You'll learn more about that room whenever Brian is ready. No rush. This has been Brian's bookshelf for years and years. I spent a really long time trying to make this bookshelf look nice. My friend Arilla is incredible at making bookshelves look amazing. It's like a talent that I didn't even know existed, but once you meet somebody who's really good at putting a bookshelf together, you kind of never go back. So I wanted to be as good as her. Oh my gosh, my little owl fell down. Okay, I just had to rearrange some stuff because I didn't realize how unarranged it was. It's got some of our favorite books on there. We majorly pared it down once we moved in here and put a lot of books out into our little free library that we have out front. All right, this is gonna stay up all winter. I know it's technically a Christmas tree, but there's nothing Christmassy on it right now, so it's just a winter tree, okay? That little ship wheel I got at a flea market in Chicago for like $5, and I was like, that's cool. Over here we have extra blankets and some baskets. That is so Midwest of me. Oh my god. People who lived here before us left a mirror. Brian's doing a show right now, and it is kind of funny that like when he left, I like went and put makeup on, and I like came down here and I'm just talking to myself by myself. Like, this is what cool people do on Saturday nights. This I was so excited about. Look at how much storage is in here. We did not have storage in our old apartment. We had things shoved in every nook and cranny. But look, there is so much room. All of our board games, all of our puzzles, and all of my art supplies. Look, I have my canvases, all my paint stuff in there, fabrics, got some yarns, we got some beads, we've got it all. This is all stuff that I've collected over the course of like 15, 20 years. And then we have all of our camera equipment and like our green screen stuff and sound and lighting. All of that fits in here. Y'all have no idea. I mean, it's just like such a game changer to have space to put things. Okay, and speaking of puzzles, this is our puzzle table. This used to be our dining table. It's so small. When we got our new secondhand dining table, we were like, this one's going down in the basement and it's gonna be dedicated to puzzles, games, and making art. And look at this, look at this. Over here, a light switch that turns on track lights that shine onto this table so that you can really get the best view of the puzzle. You can get the best view of your art if you're making art. This is my first time using the art table. And look at how nice this is. This plugs in right there. My wood burning pen could be right there. The lighting is fantastic. We got these track lights. I am wood burning a sign for Clark and Alyssa's wedding. It's my first project. We've had a few instances where we've had friends over. Some of the friends are playing video games. Some of the friends are just chatting. And then some of the friends are over here doing a puzzle. All of my dreams for this freaking basement are coming true in this moment. It's everything I wanted out of this basement. If I could, I would literally have a cafe running down here and like act as a barista and serve everybody coffee. Another major use of this basement is that it's Luna's favorite place to come play because the entire thing is carpeted. So we come down here, we chase Luna in circles. Also, I don't know if y'all do this, but sometimes when I've had a really bad day and I need to get my steps for the day, sometimes I'll put music on and like have a solo dance party, or Brian and I will have a dance party together. This is where we like to come do it. We come down here and we dance. This TV stand came from David and Ton, and it was actually like a really bright blue color. So I got some gold spray paint. I figured I would spray paint this TV stand from our basement. I spray painted it gold. It looks nice, I think, overall. And I love the way it looks, but it does rub off. So Brian doesn't like it. And I'm like, yeah, I get that, but for now it's fine, right? And then Brian got this giant TV because he was like, we need a huge TV for the basement. And he was right. Brian's setting up the TV all by himself.
I was about to say, hey, if you want to help, you
No,
could.
Luna's got it. She's got it.
Actually, she's doing a good job.
Good job, Luna. Get
Thanks,
the TV
Luna.
out.
Well, golly, Mare, I don't need you around anymore. I got my girl right here.
Yeah, it's all set up. Brian and Luna did it.
Good job, Luna.
And then I don't know if y'all have opinions about this, but our friend Becca gave us this rug that she didn't need anymore, and it's blue. I was like, it matches the basement. Let's put it in the basement. Brian thinks that putting a rug onto carpet is like a big no-no. I think it's fine. And we even Googled it, and apparently the world is like 50-50 on it. Either some people are like, it's fine to put a rug on a carpeted floor, and other people are like, absolutely not, never ever do it. So I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings and opinions. Would you put a rug on a carpet? I think it really pulls the room together. And then through that door is laundry and more storage, but I'm not going to show you that because it's an absolute mess. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I hope that you felt inspired to maybe turn your basement into a cozy hangout space if you have a basement. Everybody out there, you got to catch on. Midwest has it. Hope you're having the best winter. And if you live in the southern hemisphere and you're having summer right now, I hope that's going well for you. See y'all next week.
I dream an ocean of relief when I see you reaching out for me, your fingers laced around my fingers as the rip